Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to know about the reason that why all the planets revolve in the same plane around the sun. So without wasting your time, let's start with this video. Space is one of the most mysterious aspects of nature, and one of the most wondrous things is the solar system and the planets in it. A question that often arises is why the sun and the planets around it are structured the way they are. Or, simply put, why planets in the solar system orbit in the same plane. Now we finally have an answer to that question. Nader Haghaipor, an astronomer at the University of Hawaii at Mono, in an interview with Life Science explained how the solar system was formed. In his interview, he also explained why all the planets in the solar system orbit in the same plane. At the beginning of the universe, that is around 4.5 billion years ago, the solar system size was enormous. It was massive, spinning cloud of dust and gas measuring 12,000 astronomical units across. For reference, one astronomical unit is the average distance between the Earth and the Sun, or 150 million kilometers approximately. The cloud was so big that it started to collapse and shrink under its own mass. As the spinning cloud of dust and gas started to shrink, it also flattened. At the same time, in the center of this cloud, all the gas molecules got squeezed together. Under extreme heat and pressure, hydrogen and helium atoms fused to form a baby star called the Sun. Over the next 50 million years, the Sun continued to grow, collecting gas and dust from its surroundings and burping out waves of intense heat and radiation. Slowly, the growing Sun cleared out a donut of empty space around it. As the Sun grew, the cloud continued to collapse, forming a disk around the star that becomes flatter and expands with the Sun at the center, Haghaipor told the publication. Over time, the cloud of dust and gas became a flat structure called a protoplanetary disk that orbited the Sun. The disk stretched hundreds of astronomical units across, yet it was just 1/10 of that distance thick. Millions of years later, the dust particles in this protoplanetary disk came together to form a millimeter-long grains. Over time, those grains became centimeter-long pebbles, and then pebbles stuck together in the protoplanetary disk to form planets, dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. Despite these objects' different sizes, they stayed more or less on the same plane, where their building materials originated. That's why even today, the solar system's 8 planets and other celestial bodies orbit on roughly the same level, the astronomer told the publication. So this was all about today's video. Hope you liked the video. Thank you.